Stimulating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
Do anything. And grab him by the pussy. Perfect. Oh, here we go. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear AJ. Happy birthday to you. You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's of all the ones I've heard, that was by far the most beautiful.
It was pretty good.
We really harmonized.
We were harmonizing that shit.
Sound like the fucking Beach Boys over here.
It sounded like those guys in the Dune, the first movie, where they're like slitting the throats before they go to war. The Sardaukar.
Yeah.
Have you even seen the first one yet?
Yes.
Okay, you
Oh, you
have.
did.
So you've
You
seen that
saw it
part.
before.
I saw it when it came out.
But you want to see it again before
Yeah,
you
because
see
I saw it when
Yes.
I saw it in theaters when it came out, and then I promptly forgot everything about it.
It's hard.
The first one is
It's hard to
forgettable.
retain. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one is. Anyway, folks, welcome to No Sleep Colon, the podcast. I am wearing a wizard robe. It is my 33rd birthday, and I am AJ Simmons.
You and Jesus, baby.
That's right. And I have a lovely birthday joke for you here. I am now officially 33 years old, which means all of social media ads and almost all the things I see now on the internet are for boner pills. My favorite one that I saw recently said, "I'm 45, but now I fuck like I'm 25."
Oh.
Which sounds pretty nice until I really thought about it. And I'm like, okay, so I fuck like I'm 25, which means full of Little Caesars and drunk as fuck. It's my birthday, so they laughed hard.
Yeah. That's funny. True.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I
The
forgot to
boner
hit the-
pills just make you hammered. Fuck like you're 25 again.
I was putting out a lot of
Makes you
bad
real
sex when I was 25.
Yeah, we all were.
Yeah.
A lot of bad sex.
That you thought, oh man.
Yeah.
So good.
What a lucky girl she's about to be.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
bad. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Did you guys see the new Deadpool Wolverine trailer dropped today? The full length trailer. I'm pretty excited, but I will say it's coming out July 26th, and that is my baby daughter's due date, which has put me at an imposition. I'm kind of sad about it, but I've decided in honor of the trailer release today, I'm going to release my baby daughter's first name.
Oh.
Are you guys ready for this?
Bit of a trailer release as well.
Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Tolverine. I got one more. That's stupid. Did you guys see Donald Trump is on the verge of another $1 billion windfall from his Truth Social media? Yeah, it's true. Financial experts say the small social media network's worth may be greatly overvalued. To which everyone else on Earth replied, "No shit."
Yes.
Not never as good as the first one.
But the fact that you give two is actually very smart. You use your minute very wisely, sir.
Thank you.
That is true.
And coming from a wizard, that's probably a pretty big compliment.
It's high praise.
It is.
A wizard? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
We have a minute?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't even know that was a rule.
I think I had mentioned it in the chat like once, you know.
So, I've also been on the internet, and I also get crazy ads. I get the boner pills, of course. But I'm seeing a lot of ads lately for all-body deodorant. It's called Lume.
Oh yeah.
It's all body. It's deodorant. It's deodorant you put all over your body. In the commercial, they're like,
Those ads
"Yeah,
are-
you can just put it. You put it on your feet. Put it on your pussy.
Yeah.
Put it on your armpits. Put it on your forehead. You don't have to worry about it now."
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't you just take a fucking shower, you animal?
Yeah.
If you have BO that is pervasive throughout your entire body, if your ball bag smells that bad, go to the doctor.
Not just that. They also full blown are like, "Hey, your butt smells.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Whose fucking ass
Does
smells
everyone you
that
know
bad?
complain
And
about your
also,
asshole smell?
if I have an all-body deodorant and they're like, wipe your smelly butt crack with it. So then I do that, and then what am I going to do with that stick of deodorant?
Yeah, reuse
Right.
it on your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bloom deodorant.
Straight from the taint to the face.
There you go.
Perfect. Yeah.
With Loom, you go ass to mouth.
Yeah.
It's the only time you do.
AJ, I got you something for your birthday.
Oh, thank you, sir.
There's not really a story behind it, but it was much harder to get than I would have guessed.
So you had to work
There you
for
go.
it.
Gift just for you.
It is
appears
just
to
for
be a
AJ.
card.
Just for AJ.
Bebop.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. $20.
That's good money at Bebop's.
Dude,
too.
I went to Bebop's and I
Oh,
was
that
like,
spends at
Yeah,
Bebop's.
yeah,
And I was
there.
like-
that's date night.
you guys got T-shirts? And the kid was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay. I was like, do you
Fair
have,
enough.
Do you have gift cards? And he goes, I don't know. I was like, okay. Yeah. And then I was like, well.
Can I speak to the operator?
And then he went to the gift card thing on the screen, and he goes, doot. And it said, I need the card number. I was like, for the gift card that I don't have? I was like, oh. And then we get through the whole thing. He's like, oh, we do have T-shirts. And I was like, bro,
You gotta be shitting me.
I just wanted, all right. I knew you did, but I didn't want to be mean about it. And I understand they put right there in the window that you make $9.25 an hour or whatever.
Right.
So I'm not judging you, dog. But
Right.
come on, bro. I knew they had gift cards and T-shirts.
I called it.
Yeah. Anyway, it could have been a T-shirt,
Hey,
but that's
Still
gonna
could be.
Dude, go to the one on the east side. They got the east side weekends, which is like $1.75
East Side
quarter
weekends.
pounders.
Really?
Saturday and Sunday on
They
on
still
East
do
14th,
that?
yeah.
That was like their regular thing, wasn't it?
How
they'd,
many
they'd have one cheap day.
They're called. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's like it. And Ankeny's got Maniac Mondays too.
Whoa.
It's just a heads up,
how many fist fights are outside of Bebop's on East
bro.
Side?
Sometimes you
East
get
Side
there
night.
and you're like you're in
A whole
line.
night out of it.
Yeah.
And there will be like 9 cars ahead of you, and they're like, And I go and I order 2 burgers, and the person in front of me is like, yeah, can I get 44 with cheese and 38 without cheese? And I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah. Like,
You gotta be shitting.
yes. Yeah. But anyway,
This is a kingly gift, my friend.
hey, spend it wisely.
Yeah, I will not forget a most generous gift such as this.
Could have been a T-shirt. I'm sorry.
Nah. I think I'm covered in the T-shirt department, as
That's
you can
true.
see, by
You
my
really
Kratom store dragon T-shirt. Oh, please!
Did you get that at Dave's Briar Shop?
I look like Mr. Steal Your Maiden tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Save some pussy for the rest of us, right? I'm very excited. Even the Bebop's burger looks good on the card. Zoom in on that, Shyla. She can't.
She can't.
We don't have that capability in studio. Well, shit. 33 years old. I think we sort of officially became friends probably around 2017 would be my guess, because that's about when that's the year the podcast started.
Wow. That's
So,
fucking crazy.
7 years, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Being stuck with me.
Yeah. And that means a little before that, too.
Yeah, where you were aware of me.
When he was just weird little AJ.
Yeah. I woke up this morning in a fright because I was like, what if they change me out for some newer, younger, other autistic guy, who wants to start a podcast?
Some young 25-year-old
Yeah.
walks into an open mic with a bald head and a Hawaiian shirt. I'm like,
Hey.
see that meme of the guy turning his head? AJ behind me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I worried about it because I was like, when they met me, I was a hot little toddy,
True.
I had the world ahead of
You're
me.
a nice, tight, open mic,
Yeah.
fresh
Nubile.
meats. Nubile.
Asking all kinds of crazy questions.
I would.
Yes.
I remember many times being like, you guys really like me?
Yes. Are we friends?
Would you
Not
love me?
anymore.
Not if you keep asking.
Calm down, Andy.
Yeah.
It's AJ. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about him. Yeah. But thanks for sticking with me that long,
Hell yeah,
fellas.
dude.
Really appreciate
Like
that.
I said, when I introduced you at that mic the other night, I remember when you first came around, it's like AJ was hanging out on my little coattails. And now I'm hanging on to AJ's coattails for dear fucking life, buddy.
Your hands are
fucking
just
life.
white.
Yes.
Like a kid on the back of a
Yeah.
bus wearing rollerblades.
Yes.
Just holding on.
Yeah. If we disagree now, I just go, you know what, AJ, you're right, Daddy. I'm sorry.
Daddy, I'm sorry. I'll never mouth off again. That's right. It'll make me take off the dragon belt.
Made from real dragon.
That's right. Real dragon scales as hard as my dick. You know?
That's right.
But only if he's got them dick pills.
That's right.
Hymns.
Hymns.
Yep, hymns.
I actually got this shirt, as a matter of fact, at GoldenEye over in the East Village, which is a cool kind of like thrift shop.
Oh, cool. So that's pre-owned.
Oh, most definitely.
Hell yeah.
Someone got a hand job in this shirt.
Where did you get the robe off the internet?
The robe is off the internet,
Okay.
yes. It's not of the highest quality, I'll be honest with you. But,
It's getting the job done.
yeah, my birthday always kind of involves Lord of the Rings. Tomorrow I'll be watching all of them. So
Nice.
Yep.
Not The Hobbit, though.
I avoid The Hobbit.
Will you
I would
watch-
watch the Ralph Bakshi.
Do you watch the extended 90 extra minutes per movie once?
I mean, does a polar bear drink Coca-Cola?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for me they're must watches because they actually do add quite a bit to the story. So it's
yeah.
weird to watch it without those parts now.
Yeah.
Because I will say, especially when I worked at Gannett, I wasn't doing much honest work there. And so I think I watched all three of the Lord of the Rings while working.
Hell yeah.
I mean, maybe 500 times.
Maybe 500.
I worked there for 5 years. I mean, you know.
Just the alt tab
Yeah.
all day long.
Or I would just put my
Alt
phone,
tab.
kind of sit it up
Oh,
right there.
Nice.
That's right, yeah.
Get ready for 25 extra minutes of Gandalf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam.
Yes.
Yeah. They were
Hell
getting
yeah.
together for sure.
Oh, yeah. They were hooking up. big
But
time.
about maybe 4 years ago, kind of pandemic time, yeah, I guess. You know, you had to find shit to do, so I bought, it was Pay What You Want for a Hobbit cookbook ebook online. I paid
Pay what
wow.
you want.
I paid $10 out of respect.
Nice. Not too much. That's a reasonable amount.
Yeah, well, like someone actually went through the effort of this,
Yeah.
you know.
If they're willing to give it away for free and you get them $10, you're like, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah, and everything I've made from it thus far has been great. I've made,
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of recipes?
It's a lot of like meat
Like
pies.
English? Yeah.
Custard.
Hobbit stew, bullshit like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like Troll's Foot Stew. You know,
Okay.
they put little cute names on it
Right.
and stuff.
Of course.
But yeah, I went through a phase of loving, like, I don't know, as a kid you play into birthdays, you dress up, you do, you know, you make it all about yourself. Then I went to resenting my own birthdays and being like, I didn't ask to be born, bitch. You know, you know, for 10 years,
Yeah,
like, because you're, at least for me, I was a young, angsty man, still kind of am.
That's hard to
Yeah.
believe, yeah.
Yeah, and then and then I've become more sentimental as I've got older. I find, you know,
Okay. Yeah.
So you'll find as the older you get, the more sentimental and nostalgic one becomes.
the gooey center forms.
Start
I
to
never
soften
felt
up.
I never had I never asked to be born thing going on.
You never had like the full blown nihilism, like life.
I don't think
Sucks
so.
and
I mean,
is
I've had
dumb.
my. Sure, I guess I have. Never in that way though.
Really?
I was like, man, I'm so great. Why do I want to kill myself?
Shit,
Yeah,
it don't make no sense.
yeah. That's more what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a great example, folks, of why Toll and I are different. You know?
Yeah.
No, I spent, like very much like the Radiohead, Brand New, Bright Eyes, that kind of music years of
Yeah.
just like,
Oh boy.
I didn't ask to be born and
Taking a
existence
nice
is
long
pain.
hot bath.
Yeah.
Pulling out the razor blade.
Yeah. Stuff like that. I don't know. I
Cutting.
don't know if I ever went that far, but I was pretty sad when I
Well, if
worked
you're
at
listening to that
Domino's and
music,
shit.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I had certainly had my sad boy
I mean
eras.
that initial trailer for the Batman where they used the Something in the Way.
Yes.
Underneath
Before that
the
movie came out,
bridge.
I could listen to that song. I mean, there'd be nights where I'd be like, "Ooh, something in the way, Nirvana. Let's listen to that for 90 minutes straight, looking at myself in the mirror and crying." Yeah, take off your shirt
Yeah.
and flop them fat titties around.
you know what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah. For
Yeah.
Alex, it's probably like Alice in Chains or something,
Yeah.
where it's like that. Yeah, that's going to like the dark part of your mind.
Of course.
yeah.
Dark as a
let the
Dragon
darkness
T-shirt.
wash over you.
Yeah. And some of it was like melodrama, I'm sure, as a young guy, because you think like every breakup is the end of the world, you're never going to love again. And believe it or not, I took all that very seriously.
I do believe it.
Have you seen those reels by Legit Pat? He does a lot of like. You've seen him. I've sent him to you guys.
sent them.
Yeah.
He's in the basement like flipping out
When-
because his mom said he
When
couldn't go to
dad,
sleep.
when mom says
It's all
no,
very
or whatever.
dramatic.
Yeah.
It's like Linkin Park
It,
songs.
Yes, and it really captures the essence of what we're talking about right
Very
here,
much
which is
so.
like just being like
Yeah.
put upon by the whole world at age 15, and you can't believe it, and
like white
fuck
sub-
this whole world.
Yeah, like white kid spaz energy, sort
Right.
of. Yeah.
Yeah, egged on by Linkin Park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I am so numb. It's like you really don't.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean,
You live in
you
Batavia.
haven't even worked a real job.
I
yet.
remember, yeah, dude. Linkin Park is one of those bands where it's like I've never been a Linkin Park fan, and then I realized that I know all the words to like 19 of their songs, and I'm like, oh,
Well, that's what. Yeah,
Laser
Laser
did that to me.
103
yeah.
put several songs in my brain that I did not
Yeah.
ask for.
Yeah,
but
you're like
they are
Sublime's overrated, and then
I've never
Santeria,
said that.
Yeah, the song comes on, you're like, this ain't bad.
I stand. Everybody hates Sublime now. I'm down with Sublime still.
I'd
there.
go
No, I
see
think
a
they're having
Sublime
like
show.
a.
His son
no,
is
no one's
singing
mad
now.
at. No one's mad at Sublime.
Rome.
Who'd be
I
mad
was
at
not a
Sublime?
fan of Sublime with Rome.
Oh, so it's not Sublime with Rome anymore.
No, actually, at Coachella, Bradley Noel's son, Jacob, I think, was singing for them.
Nice.
It's kind of neat.
That is
I guess.
They've done that a few times where like, oh, this is the son of John Bonham, and he's gonna
Yeah.
play drums.
Yeah, I think it's weird when bands are touring with like. I know that the rest of Sublime is like the original members, so. But there's a lot of times you'll see a band like we saw like Quiet Riot and it was like one original member and it was like the triangle player.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
like,
saw
all
today
right.
that.
All right. Old Steve Foghat still got it.
I saw that John Lennon's son and Paul McCartney's
Yeah.
son got together and like made a song.
They did.
And there's a picture of them together.
Looking
And they
good,
look like
fellas.
a couple of middle-aged fucking dorks.
They sure do.
And their fathers are like,
I don't think they just look like them.
I think you're, right. Their dads are rock and roll gods. They're actual Beatles. Their
Yeah.
dads are both Beatles. And they look like they work in the IT department at Wells Fargo.
But
couple
imagine
Radio Shack employees.
Yes.
that. What are you
It's
gonna
crazy.
do? Have you ever seen Mr. Rogers' kids? They look like serial killers.
The emo.
No, they're like one that has a long beard and is like, yeah, I didn't like my daddy. He loved all of them other kids too much. Like, whoa, shit. Take it easy,
Damn.
fella.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like if you have a super famous parent and
Yeah, you're
Probably
kind of
tough.
set.
and
What
you
do
aren't,
Right.
yeah.
And
it's
then your
kinda
super
like-
famous parent names you Blanket, and you're like, well, yeah, my life wasn't exactly awesome.
yeah.
Is his name still? I think his name's still Blanket too. I think he just rocks it.
Does he?
I think
Well, that's
so.
his nickname. His actual name is.
I thought his real name, like on his
fucking knows?
certificate, was Blanket.
It's like Prince or something. Or who fucking knows?
Prince? Wasn't Prince's name actually Prince?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I know there's princesses.
Is that
and
true?
There's all kinds of weird shit out there. I mean, my
Prince,
kid's name is
Prince
gonna be,
Rogers Nelson.
Yeah,
That was his
Prince
real name.
Nelson Rogers, which was Nelson was his last name.
yeah. I
Which
mean,
checks out. He's from Minnesota.
in a
Yeah,
couple months, you
I
guys
never
are
would've guessed.
meeting Tolverine. So
She's gonna claw her way out of Sarah.
that's right. Let me out, bub. Yeah.
Cigar. In the corner.
Wolverine's gonna be pretty kick ass. I find myself thinking about thinking about her quite a bit. Where I'm like, I can't wait to meet this half toll girl.
I know. I had a little panic
be-
attack this morning of the home stretch of getting my lived in for almost 20 years now home to be up to date for a child, 2 children.
Well, and it's been very
Fact.
specific type of living too.
It has been hard living, as I like to call it.
Yeah, I feel there'll be several times. It happens to me several times a week where I'm all of a sudden I'll be like making ice cream and then I'm like,
What the fuck is
oh my
Toll gonna
god,
do?
Toll's gonna have a kid. And my brain's like, ah. And then I have a little mini panic attack for a minute, and I'm like, whew.
That kid's gonna be all right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is crazy.
it is. I got a little story for you guys from this weekend on a date with Sarah.
Oh, you're like on a date. I'm like, oh God.
No,
what
no,
is this?
no.
Real quick, we are.
I met
gonna
this
have
lady
to-
at the bar and we went out at Toll.
Oh,
We're having a
let's-
baby.
I was gonna say we are gonna have to power wash the inside of your house.
I know. I don't know. I mean, there's
There's no two ways about it.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be figured out.
We're gonna have to
sandblaster.
90 Axe body spray cans together and like
Perfect.
press
like
all
the
the buttons down at the
Ghostbusters
same
and Statue of Liberty in Ghostbusters 2.
Yep.
Just gonna spray and goop all over the
Yep.
inside. Wipe it down. My house will come alive and walk away and get replaced by another house.
Boing.
Yeah. See you later. All right.
All right.
Lifting me higher as it walks away.
Yeah.
But you have a story.
It is only because, like, kind of like the Bebop's thing. We went out to eat downtown on Saturday,
Ooh la la.
and we parked. We were gonna eat at Malo, and I was like, "There's no way we're gonna get in there if they're almost closed." I've never eaten there. I know that's
Really?
because they're closing, and everybody loves their food.
I'm devastated. by
And
that.
Sarah was like,
Good taco.
Sarah was like, we need to eat at Malo. And I was like, we're not going to get in. It's 5 o'clock on a Saturday. But we tried to. We couldn't get in. So we went to Akibono, and we parked in the ramp of the building that Akibono is in. And the guy's like, hey, before he waited on us, he's like, do you want me to validate your ticket? And I was like, oh, shit. I think I lost my parking ticket. I was like, fuck.
Oh shit.
So,
Not
and I
wearing
kept
pants.
looking, and I put it in my back pocket like I do all things, where I also always put my phone now. So I put shit back there and pull my phone out, away it
Shit
goes.
exits.
So anyway, at the end of the meal, he's like, I can just give you the validation sticker, and if you find your ticket, you can put the sticker on there, and you won't have to pay for parking. So we're leaving and pulling down the parking ramp, and I don't have the ticket. So I just take the validated sticker and stick it in the machine, which
Perfect.
it sucked it in, and then it was like, machine broken. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, oh, there was nobody behind us. So I was like, it wouldn't give us another ticket. It wouldn't fucking do anything. And I was like, oh, well, I broke this one. So I back out and go to the other one. You know how much it fucking costs if you lose your parking ticket?
It's like
$25 goddamn dollars. So anyway, it cost $25, and I broke one of the gates. So it was worth it. The end.
The end. Another beautiful evening with Total
Yes,
Grind.
sir. Yep.
Yeah.
It's fun. But I also
That
thought I
sounds like
lost
fun.
my keys. I have the new Find Mine because I lost my keys for so long. And now if I
Get an
leave
air
my
tag
keys,
for your
I got
keys.
them.
Oh, okay.
But now if I walk away from my keys, my phone's like, beep boop, your keys are lost. What are you gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're never lost so far. Anyway,
It's good.
it's stressful.
That's
though.
that's good.
It is, but sometimes if you're driving home from Davenport and your phone is like, bing bing, it's like your keys are at the Quick Star in Davenport, and you're like, oh my god. And they're not. I just left them in the car, in the van when I went inside and it's just telling me now, and it's like, all right, well,
Right.
that wasn't helpful. And it
Yeah.
scared the shit.
Your
out of
keys are in Muscatine,
me.
Iowa.
Yeah, exactly.
In the hands of a possible meth dealer.
yes.
What?
Yeah,
Then you remember you deal meth, and you're like, all right.
that's me. yeah.
No worries.
Toll's not driving around delivering beer. He's delivering meth.
That's right. You're welcome, Iowa.
Yeah. Well, Akibono's still good. I haven't been there in a while.
It was
but
really good.
They have some good
Yeah.
sushi.
I've never been there. I always forget
Really?
about it.
Akibono and Wasabi Chi are probably my two favorite spots for getting a little sushi.
Yeah. It was, I got two. I always think it's not like a roll of sushi is not going to, and I did eat all of it, but they brought it out. I got these two huge plates of sushi rolls.
Of
and I was like,
Iowa
oh,
sushi.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah. I still ate all of it and some of Sarah's. So
Yeah, 2 rolls is a gentleman's amount.
it is.
Yes.
Fat gentleman's
Yeah.
amount.
Correct.
You were like, Sarah,
Perfect.
does this shirt look tight on me?
It's about to.
She's like, no, sweetie, you look great.
That's right.
Don't sit too close to it. It's about ready to explode.
Yes. The little bing bing, his pants buttons.
I do. I have been pulling on my new ice cream no drinking diet. I do pull the. I got to undo my belt here at dinner in
Excuse
this
me,
restaurant. Yeah, like it's hurting my belly.
You really are becoming a dad
Yeah, it's true.
in more ways than one.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited for the multimedia shed, I think is what you were calling it.
The media shed. I don't know. It's going to be a media basement for a while where I don't.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because you'll free up that room.
Yeah. Yep. And that'll be the movie and vaping room, I guess, which won't be allowed, I suppose.
movie
Sarah's
and
angrily
vaporium.
listening. Yeah. Dole. Mr. Dole's Vaporium.
What are you hanging out here down
Father-
here with a smoke machine?
Father Toll's Edible and Vaporium.
Yeah.
That didn't even make sense. That's fine.
I like it.
I did too.
Yeah.
I'd definitely go to that.
Yeah, you're
I'd
invited.
hang out there.
So it's like these fuckers got to get out of here.
Sarah, this is all we know.
Look, you know,
Yeah, it'll be nice.
you can take the boy off the couch, but you can't take the couch off the boy.
That's correct.
That's right. One of those days when you have to get a forklift to remove me from it.
Yeah, we'll have to get photographs of that couch because I'm assuming. I remember you saying you were going to get a new couch. I think,
Yeah,
right?
the couch has got to
But
go.
there's the couch, the Toll area of the couch, folks. You've seen Toll in it, but you haven't seen Toll not in it. Where like it's perfectly like
It's a
cocoon.
smooth, pole-shaped.
Yes.
with a lot of cigarette burns.
I mean,
Like the residue kind of
Yeah.
in a sheen.
That's why they call me the residue.
I always sit on this side of that couch, but there's been a
Yeah.
couple of times you've gone up like to go to the bathroom or get something,
Yeah.
and I've sat in your spot, and I'm just like, well, this is an entirely different.
Yeah,
experience.
I sit in the other
It's kind of
spots,
upsetting.
and I'm like, damn, this is a much more comfortable spot.
Yeah.
But that's my little hiding spot too. You know?
We're going to get photographs of that before it goes out.
We
got
got to take that thing and like put it in lucite or something. The whole
Yeah.
couch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got to preserve that for time.
pour
bronze it.
clear acrylic.
Yeah, bronze it. Yes.
Make a statue out of that. That couch has seen something. I've slept on that couch.
Many people have.
Lots
Yeah.
of people have.
Yeah.
I've used that pillow that has, I believe it's a Andre the Giant T-shirt on
That
it.
is correct. That is the pillowcase.
And that pillow,
An
seen
Andre
better
the
days.
Giant T-shirt.
That pillow itself looks like it smoked a
That's
couple
pretty
cigs,
gross.
you know?
That's my sit-up pillow.
A couple. That's my sit-up pillow.
It is.
So do you put it like behind your
I
back?
put it on the small
Oh,
of my
great.
back.
So it's like total ass crack sweat.
When you
It is
sit,
like-
I was
when you
like drooling
sit on
on
your
that.
like area of the couch, you know what it feels like? It feels like getting on a saddle on a horse,
Oh, yeah.
like a beat-in saddle that's like just like
Almost wooden. A little.
yes, like just form-fitting but solid and hard.
Yo, honey, let's do it. I don't know.
Riding my pony,
There you go.
my saddle,
That's where I was going. I didn't want to sing
waiting.
Got there.
Come and jump on it.
Yeah, it's pretty well worn.
I know.
Whoa.
I would love to cast that in bronze or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Get the
We should know what we should do. We should
the world's
we should
largest
cut it.
amount of epoxy.
We'll cut it into little pieces and then like mount it and then we can sell them online. Like,
Oh.
Hell yeah.
it'd be like
Yeah.
like one like cut it into like 100 pieces and then like
Put it into
number each
mason
one.
jars.
Yeah.
We can each fart in the jars too.
And then pour acrylic on it.
Hell yeah.
That's a pretty good idea.
Hey, I see those girls selling their farts, and I'm like, is this
Whoa,
fucking?
whoa.
Is this real life? And it is.
And you're like, and I'm buying it.
Yeah. Sold.
Sold to the first bidder.
Yeah.
I can use my Discover
It's
card on
real.
this, right?
Yeah. You accept crypto? Dogecoin?
There we go.
Yeah. You still got crypto, Alex?
I do.
Nice. How's
I have
that going?
Dogecoins. Actually, so when I bought, I bought like $180 worth of Dogecoins. Just like I'm like I can slice this off.
Then I'm gonna weigh the
slice
hell
off.
up.
And then it's like 6,000 Dogecoins. And so and they were worth like so. They were like slowly going up, and then Elon Musk started hyping them up. And when he hosted SNL, that's when they peaked. And my Dogecoins were worth like $4,000.
Damn.
Dang.
That's
And then
fucking
right
crazy.
after that, like literally, is when we went to your birthday trip in Louisiana. When we were on our way to New Orleans, they fell off a cliff, and then they sat at like $400 for the last couple of years, and then they jumped up to like $1,200 last week.
Dude, still for
you cash
they
out?
never went below your.
I'm just gonna
180.
wait. I'm like, at some point, these are gonna be worth $1 million or nothing, and I'm in for the entire.
Right.
Who cares?
Well, I just
If I sell them when they're like $4,000, I'm like cha-ching,
Yeah.
and then a year and a half later, like these are worth
Oh, shit.
$58,000.
Right.
now.
Drake mentioned them in a song, and now they're worth
Yeah, right.
800 million.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you have to. Yeah, you have to be able to guess the highest you'll ever think it was, and wait for that. I guess that's the smartest play, assuming you don't die.
Like, you don't want to be the guy there when Bitcoin first came out and people were like starting to like actually like do transactions with it. This guy was like an early adopter, and he bought a pizza for like 56 Bitcoins.
whoops.
And if he didn't sell those, they'd be worth like several $100 million now.
Jesus
But he bought a pizza with it.
A lot of pizza.
That is crazy.
Right.
I just saw Bitcoin just went back up.
Fucking bought a pizza
Yeah,
with it.
I know. Whenever
Everybody's
Bitcoin
freaking
goes
out.
up, that's when all crypto goes up. So that's when I check my Doge
Yeah.
coins. I'm like, oh, crypto,
Yeah.
or if
Yeah.
Bitcoin's doing well, then that usually means that
Everybody was getting on Matt Damon and Larry David for doing Bitcoin commercials.
Well,
Like,
that's the
then they all-
BTX art.
oh, was it the exchange?
yeah, the dude that just went to jail.
But I thought that Larry David didn't he just do straight up Bitcoin, or did
no,
he
they
do-
were all on that commercial.
Oh, okay.
It was all for crypto.
Full-blown
It was just
Bitcoin?
crypto
Yeah.
in general
Yeah,
for that shithead guy
right.
that just got convicted.
Yeah, he was at prison for
Shkreli?
20 years.
Yeah, 25.
No.
No, that's
Shkreli
the
got-
guy. That's the guy that raised the price of AIDS medicine.
That's right. He seems like a crypto guy, though.
Yeah.
I bet he does crypto.
I think they're in the same. The guy with the real crazy hair. What the
Yeah.
fuck was his name? And everybody talked about him by his initials.
Yep. And I'm not going to think of that.
I can't even.
And he was more like an embezzlement type thing, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, it was like a
Or like a
pyramid
Madoff
scheme.
thing.
He got
or
a bunch of
something.
people to
Yeah.
invest, and then he took their investments and basically blew them all. In
the old House of Cards, shell game,
Yep. And he said he
ABC,
didn't.
always be cryptoing.
Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried,
SBF.
convicted to 25 years. Yes. SBF.
25 years.
Yep.
My Dogecoins are worth a cool $1,012.
That's
right
crazy, man.
But your initial investment was $180.
now. Yeah, great investment.
Yeah, still already.
If I would have put
You know,
$10,000 in at that point, I would
10X
have
or
a
whatever.
ton
I'll
of
tell
money.
you
way.
what. I put $5 into a
7X.
fucking slot machine app on my phone. I ain't got shit. Oh well.
You were killing it on the roulette in Vegas for that one.
I was
For about
that
45
period of
minutes.
time.
That's the most
Yeah.
fun I've ever had watching anyone gamble.
Was
'Cause
told.
you were, you were, because I know, I mean, that
You're
like,
look at this poor motherfucker
you're like,
gamble.
Toll's like Toll, you're like up $400 right
Yeah.
now. I'm like, this is
I
real
lost
money.
it all.
This is crazy.
Yeah. It felt.
You go on these huge runs, and it kept
Yeah.
doubling, and then it come crashing down,
Yep.
and you build it back up. It was pretty epic.
It was fun. That was. I will never. When we were playing that fucking marble rolling game in Davenport,
Oh yeah,
all
the
of
beer
us,
tap game,
the
beer
one-
tapper.
Oh,
is
yeah.
that what
you
it's
have to
called?
move the marble with the two sticks.
That was
up.
the you ladies like Jeep Wranglers night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Up the thing with all the holes in it.
Yes.
That was crazy.
It's extremely difficult.
It was, but it was intense.
Yeah.
We were getting fucking crazy.
There's video of that, I think, because
Yeah, I think
that was
there
one of
is.
those times where I was doing little vlogs for,
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
podcast, kind of like the cat show ones, too.
Yep.
Those are kind of fun, folks, if you ever want to watch them. We do actually have a fair amount of YouTube shit already, sort of
Yeah.
before.
We got
'cause
hot content. Come on.
a lot of Renwick Mansion videos, some stand-up
Yeah.
clips from some of the No Sleep shows over the years.
I know when I've gone to look at it and like check our podcast videos after the fact,
Yeah.
I'll go to the No Sleep DSM YouTube page and I'll see a bunch. I watched the video when we did the Patreon.
Yeah.
I watched a
Oh,
Patreon
yeah.
video. I'm
it's
like,
a funny video.
I'm like, that was a fun day, and we
Yeah.
had fun doing that.
We did.
Look how cute we are.
yeah,
That cat show video is forever. I love
the
going back and
initial
watching
one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of our like on Facebook and stuff.
Made from last year's losers. I'll never,
The little
I remember-
pause.
and then there's me. Yeah, I don't know. Real
Yeah.
funny.
I did have a question I wanted to ask.
Good.
You too.
Let's do it.
Shiloh gasped.
Oh,
A question.
Oh my God.
A turn. a turn for the serious. No, I was gonna say, what were you two, each of you, doing when you were my age, 33 years old? Where were you?
Because
Because I wasn't there. I was just a twinkle in your eye at that point.
33. I guess I had just started at Confluence.
Oh, okay.
I'm 42.
The beginning of an
so
era.
I would have, this is my 10th year at Confluence. Or I was unemployed, about to get fired. I can't do the math properly. It may have been around the beginning of my 6 months of unemployment before I started working at Confluence.
Was this when you were like going pro
was that?
comedian?
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, that was when I got the inheritance.
Inheritance. That's what it was.
That was 2 years, baby. And it
2
was a
years.
good 2 years.
Yeah.
Where
How
I
much
was like,
did you get? It was like 40 grand?
yeah, right. Well, after taxes, and I gave my sister some money, but I managed to live off about 20 grand for 2 years.
So just to make it clear for everyone, you got an inheritance from a family member.
That
How
nobody
much,
knew.
How much money?
I was at 40 grand.
So you got about 40 grand.
I gave some
And you
away.
said, I'm just going to live off this for 2 years.
I
I'm
said,
not doing
I'm
anything.
so fucking funny. I just started stand up. I
That's
know,
right.
baby. I'm going
That's
pro
right.
in
I'm
no
cashing
time.
in.
And I knew, I was like, if I just do comedy, get as drunk as possible every night, and then sleep until 4 o'clock every day, I'm going to be a professional comedian, no problem.
Man, honestly, it's a real bummer that I wasn't friends with you when you got that.
It was
40
right
grand.
before.
I know.
Yeah.
Like if you got
Yeah,
that,
were you like-
that would be so fucking hilarious. to me.
You would have met me in House of Bricks days when I was still unemployed, paying
yes.
with like jars of coins for my 25-cent beers.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, because it used to be 25
Or
cents
50
beers.
cents.
50
They
cent
were
beers
50 cents at first.
At House of
Yeah.
Bricks.
And then they moved to $1, and then they became $1.50.
Still a great
It
deal.
was
Oh,
fucking nuts. And Alex and I would be
deal.
sitting there with fucking mountains of beer bottles.
Yeah, like out of Animal
Yeah.
House. Like just you can't
Like
put another beer
45
bottle.
beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so
I'd
I
be-
caught you on the man.
And then I was using my health savings account card.
I remember that.
That was later, though.
Your
That would be my next
HSA.
I
time.
ended up getting a little jammed up later.
Yeah, it sure fucking did.
Right.
My Roth IRA.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Nobody tells you.
Borderline
I paid taxes,
Rico case.
I paid taxes on it, and they don't tell you it counts as income.
Right.
That's where it got a little confusing, where I was
Yeah,
like, what the
a little
fuck
dicey.
is this? And Dave was like, yeah, that counts as income. And I was like, oh, well, they don't explain that to you when you're unfucking employed. Yeah.
Nobody told me shit.
It was funny to be buying cigarettes and alcohol with a health savings account, too. I was like, I don't know if this is what this was meant for.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just trying to stay alive out here, you know?
Yeah.
So
Health account.
to be clear, so you got the roughly 40 grand.
Yeah.
Gave some away, but you said you got it from a relative that none of you knew.
Yeah, it was my great aunt.
How? Okay.
It was
How
this-
rich was she then? That everyone got that much money.
Because I think it was supposed to go to my dad. So all my dad's
Alex has left, by the way.
Oh, he's got to pee. That's okay. And
pee.
all of my dad's siblings got it, but since my dad was dead, it didn't go to my mom. It went to me and my siblings. So he would have got
Huh. Because your dad was dead, your mom didn't get to inherit it, even
Right.
though she was your mother.
right. I think
Weird.
I'd have to double check on this, but
But
yeah,
you said you gave some to his sister, but didn't they also
Yeah.
get it? So
they did.
So one of your sister, which
Well,
sister was it?
Well, I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
But I gave. Yeah, she needed some for something, and
I want to know who to hit up for money next time I'm at McGrain Family Christmas.
it's me. I'm only giving it away.
That's true. Well, that was very nice of you.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I'm about to ball out. I'm going to buy a jet ski and be a famous
No,
stand-up
see,
comedian.
I didn't buy anything. That's what I just
Really?
lit. I just got drunk all the time.
That's actually pretty, it's very disciplined of
Dude,
you
it was
to not
and
have spent it
I was
all up front.
at the time the bar. I don't know if they want. Nah, they don't care. But at the time, Good Sons, they just liked having me in there because I was funny when I was drunk, and they would let me sit in there until like 4 a.m. every night while they were cleaning up and stuff. Like they'd make everyone else leave, and they'd be like, "Toll, you can stay."
Yeah.
And then we would watch Intervention while I was just fucking hammered. And I'd be like, at least I'm not as drunk as these fuckers, you know? I'm not drinking hand sanitizer. which I would later do. Oh, mouthwash. Yeah. Not hand sanitizer. But came close. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Which I would later do.
And I'm assuming they would.
I literally watched Intervention right before I got here. So
I love it.
They would let you hang out and drink for free, or they would just like let you.
They let me drink for free. At the end of the night, they'd be like, "Here's your bill," and it'd be like a small amount, and then I would tip heavily, and then just continue drinking as everyone else left. And then we would laugh
Almost like
and
a
laugh.
member.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they thought, I mean, I was just fun and I didn't cause problems, and I made them laugh. So even when I was just fucking as drunk as I could possibly be, I was still pretty funny. Funny enough to keep around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did that at AK's a bunch too, when their old bartender on Sunday nights. During this time, I was unemployed, so on nights when nobody was around, and I'd be like, "Here I am." I would do at AK's.
Here I am.
We'd be doing root downs all fucking night long. Just root beer and Jägermeister. Yeah,
Never had that.
yeah. That was the #1 shot over at
Spicy.
AK's.
I don't know if I've ever, as a drinker, I don't know if I've ever actually been like a true regular somewhere. Like Good Sons, I would go to with you two a lot,
Yeah.
but I was never kind of going there by myself. I usually would just get drunk at home or something. So I'm trying to think. Welch Ave Station in Ames, I guess I was kind of a regular, but that was like all the Fighting Burrito people would go there and drink
I love
after
that
work.
place.
It was
Yeah.
great. When I worked the day shift, once I was there long enough, they sort of grandfather you into working the day shift, which is the best shift because it's all just prep work and you don't have to deal with drunk people.
Nice.
But you make the same amount of money and
Yeah.
you don't work nights. But you get off at 5 or 6, and then we'd go get absolutely fucking hammered at Welch Ave Station, play some bad pool, and eat Pizza Pit. I think it
Request
was
songs
above. Yeah,
from their CD collection.
absolutely.
Love that place, dude.
But that was probably the closest I had ever came to becoming a regular, where you were like the ultimate regular.
Yeah.
You like kind of worked there almost.
Yeah, to a degree.
Ultra regular.
Where like you go in, like when I go, not even now because I don't really go out and drink anymore. But even a few years ago, you go in and like see the regulars at the bar that you were a regular at, and you're like, ooh. What's going on with these?
I don't think I want to.
yeah. Like, I feel like I wasn't like this when I was a regular.
I was definitely cool. These guys are not, though.
Yeah.
Like I was more handsome than that guy, right?
Yeah.
But it was more of a younger, I don't know. It was a lot of times it was just me, too.
Yeah. There's something less sad about like a young drunk.
Yeah.
Because it does seem more like, oh, maybe he's just like a tortured poet.
Yeah. And I would
A little more
genuinely go in
romantic.
there
Yeah.
and fucking just stare at my phone a lot of, like, until, you know, I'm just like, don't talk to me kind of guy. And then I would be,
You better talk to me, guy.
yeah. Loud guy.
I'm talking to everybody.
yeah.
Guy. Yeah.
But once I get people laughing, and I've been drinking, I'm kind of hard to turn off.
Hard to put him back in the
Yeah,
box.
not even in a good way. I don't even.
Oh, there-
Toothpaste is out of the tube.
Yeah.
You better brush it.
Yeah.
So where was Alex Carter when he was 33? Were you also bawling out on a $40,000 check?
Oh, God, I was quite the opposite. No.
That was, yeah.
33. 2009. I was 33. So, all right. I was living in the East Village in my art studio. I was a professional artist.
Wow.
My cat paintings were sold and collected around the world. And I was dating a absolute lunatic. And, a terrible borderline personality person that basically broke my brain until I'm like, wait a second. This is crazy, and she's crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Breaking up and getting back together and finally got rid of a very crazy person that led me, but that broke me down to a degree. I'm like, I got to figure my shit out. And then I did. And now my life is wildly different. But that's about when it started, actually. 2009 was about the turning point. I think I met Angela a year later, 2 years later. 2 years later. Yeah. So that was a year before I started doing comedy.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the end of my old life was 2009, 33. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was a
Because when did you, if you don't mind me asking, when did you divorce? Because I know you got married early.
when I was 30.
Okay, so you were married basically all your 20s then.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
Hey guys, don't get married when you're 22. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I know it seems
Not
cool.
once.
Yeah.
Wait. Just wait.
No.
Right. Okay. Art studio, Alex. That's another version of somebody. I would love
Gotta-
to have seen
Got to go to a
retired
few
Toll.
Christmas parties at the old art studio.
Yeah, you caught the end of
The
that.
chin beard toll at the Christmas parties.
was $40,000 toll, chin beard toll?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I was chin beard from, the beginning of stand up, from the end of college, my 20s. As long as I was
My
like
College era.
Yeah.
Yeah, my studies.
Yeah. As long as my face was
Sounds
fat
classy.
and I could grow a chin beard, I had one.
Nice.
That's basically how that went.
You knew you were a chin beard.
Yeah.
Did you ever see him with a chin beard?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for years. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I met Toll prime chin beard.
And you were like, this is the kind of guy for me.
It was
guy
in,
gets
man.
it.
I don't know.
No, it was. It was not out of place
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
all.
it was. Sometimes it was like I see those pictures, like that thing was like, why did I?
It's
But I
very
couldn't-
blonde. Like,
I
yeah.
couldn't. Well, at the time, my mustache was so blonde.
Yeah, your facial hair is
it
completely
looked
different
white.
now.
Like
yeah.
my mustache looked white.
and it was
then, when I was
thick,
young.
but it was white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it is like
Like an
off color cigarette smoke colored.
Yeah, you're kind
An
of
ash,
Yeah.
A
a
dusty
blondish
blonde.
ash,
Yeah.
ashy blonde.
Ash-
But there was a
blonde.
time where like the mustache was not a good look on me because it was so pale. It was so blonde that it looked like a polar bear mustache. That's what I used to call
like an
it.
old Japanese man.
Yeah. Pretty weird. And then in my late
I'm just gonna let the chin do the talking.
yeah, mid to late 30s
Oh, yeah.
is when I could finally grow like a full beard. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, because now it's so luscious.
Yeah. Luscious and delicious.
Yeah, well, I remember I smelled it for the first time, like remember, because he shaved it here, and I went,
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, it
smelled smoky.
Yeah. I thought he was talking about when we were nuzzling.
Oh, that too.
Where was I?
Yeah. You were
We
already
weren't
asleep.
here yet. Yeah.
You conked out for the night. So Toll and I nuzzled for a while.
I knew it.
Yeah, art studio. So was watercolor what broke you through in the art world? Is that kind of where your bread was
I
buttered?
think you have to explain how good, or maybe if you guys don't know how good Alex was at painting realistic paintings with watercolors, that shit's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you were
You can
great.
find it on Pinterest still, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're
Some of
out
them.
there.
Yeah, Alex Carter watercolor probably.
There's a painting of me as RoboCop holding my cat.
That's right.
that
Well,
exists.
you own that. Still.
I do. Yeah, it was a
Yes.
gift.
As a gift to the chin beard, you know.
It was.
Out of respect.
You know why I painted that?
Yeah.
I did it out of respect.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
One day, the kids in the neighborhood carried the chin beard all the way home. You know what? They did that. It was out
They
of
did it
respect.
out of respect.
Out of respect. Freeze frame on the chin beard.
Explosion behind them.
Yeah.
A few
I'm
people
gonna-
get that.
Here we go. Here we go.
Because you have a
Not the
degree in
best.
fine art, correct?
I have a fine art degree.
I don't mean to
If you're-
bring up your resume.
You can see it if you put the camera on me.
There you go. Perfect. Everyone can see
Oh
it.
yeah, no problem. Just like a perfect
Zoom,
look.
enhance,
Yeah.
rotate.
Yeah.
But it is a
Look at
very
a fucking amazing picture.
yes. Because how do you
That
get
cat is dead.
how do you get the water to make his face so perfect like that?
Oh.
Do you like carve a little line so it stops there? How does that work? How do you do it?
It's hard to make my face imperfect.
It's a whole layering process.
When
just
you have the
gotta-
perfect model, it's easy.
No problem then.
Huh. But is there something that you use to like help stop it at certain places?
Yeah, I mean, I
I don't want a magician to tell his tricks. here.
no, I
New.
people always say that the watercolor is really difficult, and I would say it's the opposite. I could control it very easily because it's dry paper. You put water, you can get it as wet as you want. You can use a wet or dry brush. You can pull it and do all this shit. And
Get it as wet as you want.
as wet as you want, as wet as it needs to be.
I watched that.
I can always make it more wet.
What's that dude's name on HBO?
Amy wants green drink.
The guy on HBO, you
Painting
say?
with John. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Well, he paints with watercolors, and paintings are like abstract, and he makes. They're not bad, but it's not.
It ain't Alex Carter.
It ain't. It ain't. That's all I'm saying.
So would you say, with closing that chapter on that part of your life with the lunatic was what it was?
It was a crazy time.
Did you have to end, because you don't really, for people that don't know, I know we're revealing so much about Alex, but you don't really paint anymore. That's not really a part of your life
He's
anymore.
an ice cream man now.
Yes. So
Kind of a.
did you have to close the watercolor because it was so entwined with?
I just got really burnt out on it. It
Gotcha.
became like all. I mean, it was it's all I did. It was my full-time job, and it became a business. And any sort of like artistic expression just got like. I was just making.
Now it was
paintings.
a job.
right.
Right.
And finally, I mean,
You ruined the passion.
I was
by making-
I was 33. I
commercializing.
mean, back then I could paint, and I would paint for 14 hours a day, and then finally be like, I should probably stop.
Yeah.
Now I'd be like an hour and a half in, like, ooh, my elbow don't feel right. I gotta stop. But I burnt myself out, and I just every once in a while I'll think about it. I'm like, ooh, that'd be kind of fun, and every once in a while I'll mess around with something. But I figured at some point I'll be like, hey, I really want to paint now, and I will, or I won't, and I don't care. So
Yeah.
That's just so fascinating when someone is so good at something and could do it so much to like just never pick it up again. But
Yeah.
when I was a kid, one time I ate a bunch of butterscotch because I loved it so much, and then it made me sick, and I haven't had butterscotch ever.
I kind
since.
of smoked the whole pack on art. That's
Yeah.
You're
that's
right,
kind of what happened.
teach you a lesson.
Oh, you like to paint, do you? You paint all the paintings.
Well, look it up, folks. Maybe we'll put a little lower third on YouTube or something about that.
Yeah.
We'll make a clip out of this just to show you the sweet artwork because it is cool. I actually have an Alex Carter original watercolor that he gave me. It's of some lady.
Yeah, that's a like a multimedia,
Oh, okay.
but it's
There's some watercolor.
there's
in there,
definitely
though.
watercolor in it. Yeah,
So
yeah. There's a veterinary office in Austria that has like 10 of my paintings.
That is crazy.
It's kind of weird to think.
Austria. We should go visit it.
About. Should.
Hey, my buddy painted this.
Hey, you got those cat paintings in here?
We can't be listening to our buddy's paintings, okay? I got a wizard's robe on. Fuck off.
They really respect that in Austria.
Oof. Nah, we
Here
don't.
we go.
Oh, yeah, I guess it'd be Werner, basically.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a Hussar.
Yeah, exactly.
Arnold is Austrian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
What am I doing here?
Turbo Man.
Turbo man.
That's how I know Arnold best. Jingle all the way.
Son of a bitch.
Because you're only 33 years old. There you go.
What do you got in your
Yeah, I
pocket
think I
there?
gave a pretty wrong timeline for me being 33.
Really? do you want to?
Are you reassessing?
Yeah. Do you want to go
Yeah.
back and?
No, but I just think that
So
means
what-
at that
recalibrate.
point
Was it
I've
not
been
blank
in
check
comedy
time?
for. I started comedy right when I turned 27. So I started at 26 in November to when I turned 27. So that's already like 6 years in. That would have been past inheritance time. So it would have just been, I don't know, fucking lame times.
Everyone that knew you when you were 33 is like, damn, man.
That fucking
But
sucks.
we had fun.
Yeah. No, we did. We had a lot of fun, but I don't think.
You were working the job you work now.
Oh, either I just started probably.
That's interesting that you started stand up at 26 in the fall because that's exactly when I started stand up.
Oh,
I was
interesting.
26 and it was in the fall.
Yeah, I started like the October before my birthday, so right before I turned 27.
Damn.
Yeah,
Something-
Jesus H. Christ. Sorry,
Both back just gave out.
stepped on the cord. I about ripped my own head off.
I never know when you stand up. It could be
Nobody
anything.
move. Nobody move. My back.
I'm having a Nick fit. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, can't find your vapey?
I
No.
think you're sitting on it, aren't you?
Should
Probably.
we do
No.
a Hardy Boys episode and find this thing? Search for the missing vape.
No, I got another one in my pocket anyway.
You can smoke one of these Lucky Strikes.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Dave would arrest me.
Dave doesn't watch these anymore. if he's not
There's
in,
been 4 of these. Why would he keep watching these?
he bounced. He said we don't have the magic anymore.
That's right there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was under your little butt the whole time.
Yeah. How did I not feel it? Like the fucking
Yeah.
princess and the pea.
So
Except the opposite, because I couldn't feel it.
So it sounds like, regardless, both of you started making some big changes, sort of around. Well, no, because you changed your story. Well, Alex
I had a
did.
new job.
He had a new job. There you go.
Still at it.
Yeah.
What a change it was.
What a change it was.
Really set my life on fire, this job I've been at for a decade. Wow.
Did you start
Yeah.
you started working there when you were in 33? Is that right?
Yeah, because it will have been 10 years in January.
Wow.
Huh.
I've never worked anywhere that long.
Yeah.
My record is like
Boy.
5 years.
I think before. I mean, I worked at Earl May for a long time. That was fun.
That's where all the
And-
stories come from.
Yeah.
What was that parrot that you gave Serge again?
Bailey.
Bailey the parrot.
Yep.
Surge
Good
the
parrot.
energy drink, everybody.
Yeah, that's correct. He loved it.
Did he?
He fucking did, man. You give him it's not like we forced him to drink it. We gave him the can. He tipped that thing back. Yeah. Sometimes he'd fly across the street,
I bet.
be in a tree in the Yonkers parking lot. That was pretty awesome, actually, when that happened. Then you'd have a reason to have work drama to go get the parrot
Right.
back.
Yeah, I always like anytime I walk into an Earl May or like an Ace Hardware, I'm like, they're just dying for something to happen in here because it's a place that most people are kind of. They probably have their shit together. They're there to buy a wrench
Oh,
or something,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's not like working at a bar.
It is very funny to go into one now and seeing the teenagers working there and being like, what the like, people asked me questions about fucking plants and fertilizer and shit when I worked here? Are they morons? I mean, I ended up, by the time I was done, I knew a lot of stuff. But early
up
on,
a
I'd be
few
like,
things.
and we were high all the time. Like, it was crazy, dude.
I think you should go talk to my manager.
Yeah. I'd be like, well, I need the 4-step fertilizer plan. Be like, it's too late for the first step. I think you need the third step.
I'm going to go talk to the parrot.
Yeah, see you
My
later.
manager actually is the parrot.
He needs some surge to get going.
Yeah. He takes
He'll
naps.
answer your question. though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those jobs are the best. How long did you
It
work
was
at
so
Earl May?
great. From my sophomore year till I graduated from high school, and then I went back
Okay.
a bunch of times over to be a landscaper.
Like two or so years.
Yeah.
That's a good run. It's
Yeah.
like the Pizza Hut. I mean, I think I already talked about like Mark Dude, and
Yep.
he would try to trick me into smoking weed.
Yeah.
Trick me. He would just
What a
lock, he would-
trickster.
He would lock me in the
Yeah.
box shed or whatever, in Golden Corral. I swear, if I believed all the people I worked with 2 Golden Glove boxers at Golden Corral.
I'm sure.
It turns out
Sure.
those guys were probably lying.
Yeah,
And
they were
on
actually
drugs.
Golden Corral boxers.
Golden Corral glove boxers.
Yeah.
But you meet, kind of fun, wacky people.
For sure.
Never worked at any pet stores, though. I always loved going into pet stores. And Earl May kind of falls into that.
It did. I mean, it was full blown. I mean, fish.
Oh, yeah, when
mice.
you're a kid, you go to any
Fish,
store
mice,
that has
rats,
like
birds.
Yeah, you go to Walmart, like at least there's fish and mice for me to look at.
Yeah.
Let alone
Walmart no
you
longer
go
has
to-
fish
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. Yeah, you really would be like, oh. I remember running to the back of Walmart
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's where the fish stuff
Yep.
pretty much always would be, at least in my towns. And yeah, just
Then you start trying to formulate the way to ask your mom, like, all right, how can I ask for a fish and get one here?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
it's like that little black kid with the calculator gif.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thinking about it.
Trying to crunch the numbers.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna
But then
work.
the frustrated one of the same kid pushing it away.
I love that kid.
He is great. Isn't he an adult?
Who knows? We'll never know.
There'll always be a kid to us,
That's right. I mean, like, isn't he that one kid? That
like when you
other,
free-
that little white guy, the little guy that looks like a kid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That guy's an adult.
Frankie Muniz. He kind of has that.
Permanent
No,
little kid
You know what I'm
face?
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little.
The little dude. Which is we decided the name they prefer. Yeah.
Snow White and the 7 Little Dudes.
We figured that out.
We
Yeah.
did nail that down. Well, because Dinklage was pissed or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, good for
Yeah.
us.
I don't. It doesn't matter. You guys know what I'm talking about. The audience.
This guy knows what I'm talking
This
about.
guy, that little dude knows what I'm talking about.
What? Oh, shit.
What were we talking about before that? Little dudes.
Man, what the fuck were we talking about?
Jobs.
Be
I worked at
33 jobs.
Mole Millwork for like 5 years too.
I mean, basically, like having fuck around jobs was the best times because that was
Yeah.
like my Pizza Hut time. That was really every job up until I worked at Gannett,
Right.
which was the longest job I had, and that was the first job I ever got like health insurance from. And
That's your career.
Yeah.
You're
That really
you're
was.
Like, I'm on the path to.
I became a manager.
junior apprentice or something here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really got a glimpse into that lifestyle where it was totally the corporate office space atmosphere. There were people there who had worked for 20 years, like, because it's the place that handles the Des Moines Register and USA Today and
Yeah.
a bunch of other publications. So it is like a good job, especially back then. It seemed like it, but yeah, it was. I don't know. I hit that 5-year-ish mark, and I was like, wow. I don't think this whole shit is for me, man.
At Gannett, 5 years.
Yeah, just like the office job thing, even though it came with like the benefits of
Dude, if I
like health insurance
the
and
thought of
shit.
Toll McGrain in an office job is
like with a tie on.
pretty funny.
yeah, if I'd be great at it.
You
Is
would.
that what you mean?
Yeah.
That I'd just be sitting there content,
Yeah. Just
snug as a bug in a rug.
Just Toll in his cubicle.
Just a regular job.
Got his little Star Wars figures out by his computer.
Yeah.
Banging my head.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not just like punching holes in the wall in the in the break room area.
They're like, hey, Toll, we need you to come in for this meeting. You're like, I'll be right there. And then you run as fast as you can right out a window.
Little
That guy just got here 45 minutes ago.
dropper of cyanide in the water cooler. You're like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill all of you and myself today. But you can start to
Yeah.
feel that.
What
that
the hell am I gonna do though? That's
Yeah.
what I wonder. Fuck. Pretty soon I'm not gonna be able to do all this shit that I've been doing.
It's mind numbing. Like I have friends who work at Wells Fargo and have taken on those jobs and make amazing money. But when you start at Wells Fargo, usually you have to start in the call center. I
Yeah.
think. And I just knew I was like, I can't do it, man. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather just be homeless, I guess.
There,
Yeah, like that's fine.
I
Well,
couldn't
work
do
at
it.
Wells Fargo or be homeless. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some nice places by the river I could hang out.
Totally.
That's right.
That's fine with me.
I'll work at Dollar Tree or like whatever. I'll
Yeah.
work at Pizza Hut again.
I would. Yeah. There's just
Mark,
couldn't
dude
do
has
it.
your apron waiting for you.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You, know,
You got a Golden Corral box them first.
I wonder if they would take me back.
I bet you they would.
Yeah. This guy really made something of us.
yeah.
We might make you manager, buddy. Just keep those hot rolls butter.
Yeah, dude. I still have some of my best friends in the world from Earl May. Those young jobs as a kid are amazing, depending on the
Yeah.
job, I guess. If you're like
Yeah, like high
tackling.
school, college, where you're like, I know I'm not doing this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm just here to make money,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna move on. And then everyone else there's like one or two lifers, and it's a bunch of other like insane people that
Right.
don't
Yeah.
really care.
And
either.
sometimes the characters. I mean, there was a dude that worked at Earl May that we called him Sway because he would be so drunk at work that he couldn't. All he did was water the plants. And he'd be rocking back and forth.
So he wasn't hosting MTV's
No,
TRL.
no. Yeah, we called him Sway because he couldn't stand up. That's why we called him that. That was fun. One time, you'd have to drop him off at his mom's house. I remember and he'd be like, "Hey, can we stop at the liquor store?" I'd be like, "Bro, I'm 16. I'm giving you a ride home from work." And he'd be like, "When we get to my mom's house, can you throw the bottle of vodka next to the house?" I'd be like, "Dog,
I'm now an accessory.
yeah,
to
this is
whatever.
not good, but yeah, sure, I will. I will throw it next to your mom's house after you walk inside. You got it, 45-year-old man. No problem."
Just knock on the window a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you know you're doing great.
Yeah.
When you're 45, getting drunk, living with your mom.
Yep.
Yep. With the help of an underage person.
Yep.
Well, I remember when I was, this was right before I moved to Des Moines because I was working at Gannett because this was probably like one of the lowest points of my life, but it was also kind of awesome. Because, yeah, you are kind of balling out sometimes when you're at that rock bottom-ish area. At least I sort of was. Balling out is you're just getting fucked up all the time.
You just
I
don't
guess.
care. When you literally, I mean, before, like a couple years before 33, about 31, that's when like I had I lost it all, literally had nothing.
Right.
When you have nothing to lose, you can have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't fucking care. Let's have fun all the time.
I'll be on an episode of Intervention. Why not?
yeah.
Several
It sort of
months-
feels that
yeah.
way. a
That's
little.
several months away.
Yeah. I remember like living at my mom's house in Boone. It was still decorated like my younger brother had it when he was like in elementary school.
Right.
And I just didn't care enough to redecorate it. And I was like doing dabs, getting drunk as fuck, and trying to have sex with my girlfriend in my younger brother's room, living at my mom's house.
Hell yeah.
And they'd be like, keep it down. And me and my girlfriend at the time were trying to have drunk sex. And it's just like, what am I doing?
Oh man.
And I was like,
Bunch of Limp Bizkit posters on the wall.
Yeah.
And shit.
like
Hell
like
yeah.
a little kid's baseball glove on top of the dresser. It's like, what are we doing? You know,
Yep.
good times.
Mm-hmm.
Can only go up from there, I guess. And boy, it did.
Yeah.
I live in an
true.
attic now.
You went straight up.
Went to the opposite side of the house.
That's right.
Or not side, I guess level.
Yeah. Well, I have that joke, but it is true that I know I'm broke because I've never lived on the main floor of a house
Yeah.
before. Like when I've paid rent or anything, I've never lived on
Right.
the main floor.
You don't have that main floor money yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, these days, this
You're
comedy
getting-
club's going to
You're
pay
working your
off.
way there, buddy.
Yeah.
You could always, I don't know.
Be
You live
AJ
here.
Main Floor Simmons then.
Yep. If you
That'd be
don't,
a cool nickname.
AJ
Put on
finally
the
gets a
business
house
card.
and he just puts his
Oh,
bed in
main
his
floor.
living room and he's like, I'm just living on this floor. This is where I
I want to
live.
spend all my time here.
I don't even know how to live in a house.
Yeah. I have dreams about like a wraparound porch or something. How cool would that be?
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
funny because probably once you get most of these things, it becomes like everything else in your life, like the flat screen TV. We're even broke people have pretty nice TVs these days
Generally,
in America. at
Sometimes
least.
embarrassingly enormous,
Yeah.
better TVs than the rest of us.
Yeah, like you can go get a new like 60-inch TV from Walmart right now for like $73.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just giving them away.
It's crazy. But yeah, but you can start to forget that part even. So I'm sure even if I got the bigger, nicer place, I'd probably be like, eh. Like
Yeah.
after 6 months, it wouldn't matter as much.
But
to
no
me.
matter what you
That's
have,
the fucked up
you
part
end
about
up
life.
taking it for granted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
As long as you have it for a while, you're like, well,
Yeah.
Don't ever
whatever.
take that main floor for granted.
I know.
No.
I'm gonna try not
Never
to.
do.
Don't do it.
Never take the podcast studio for granted. That's what I'll tell myself.
That's right.
There's
Never,
not just anywhere you can be stoned on your birthday on the internet.
That's true. Except the internet. I don't know what I was going for there. Moving on.
I don't know
Okay.
what any of us are going for
No.
anymore.
I think we all just disconnected.
We're all just taking everything for granted.
Yeah, sorry. Now I'm just incoherently rambling on a podcast, I guess.
Anyone have any questions? Shiloh, any questions?
Yeah, that's right.
No questions.
We've already done an hour.
Yeah.
No questions. Any?
No notes.
Everyone's very clear on what's going on.
Yeah. Any positivity?
Oh,
We doing okay, Shyla?
Such a good job. you
Good.
guys.
Good.
thank you.
Yeah.
I do love hearing that.
I was gonna do this as a joke. I'm working on, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
All right.
Let's hear
There is a
You run bits on us?
I'm gonna
there's
grab
a fish
little drink.
thing I read. I do internet searches, learning about my fish and trying to take care of them and stuff. And one of them said, I also remember this back in the day, even a book at Earl May, where people that are too sensitive about fish, like in an aquarium, they said drowning a live fish in a toilet is the equivalent to drowning kittens in a sack. I'm like, I don't know if you guys have ever drowned kittens in a sack before, but it is a much sadder experience.
I mean, I would have to assume that's
Yeah.
true.
The joke is that I've drowned kittens in a sack. And try that in open mic, see how it goes.
You
I
know,
love jokes about
in the vacuum of
drowning
podcasting,
kittens.
sometimes it's hard because it's
It
like
is.
we're kind of just listening.
I
and
know,
It's hard to know if we should be the.
but that
audience.
genuinely, I've read that in a book. That flushing a live fish down the toilet is the equivalent to drowning a kitten in a sack,
Wow.
and it really isn't.
I think
no
I've
matter
flushed
what
a
you
couple,
say.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that now.
I've never felt guiltier than when I had this fish tank that I had let go for a very, very long time.
Let go.
Never took care of it. Just wanted it to go away, kind of. And
So
so
it
I was just ignored it. But there was one fish that remained alive. I was like, I'm finally getting rid of this tank. I'm like, holy shit, there is still a fish alive in this
Why
thing.
won't you die?
Yes. So this fish that had become deformed in the tank from just hard living.
Yeah, hard living indeed.
Yeah, yeah.
You look in the tank and it's just covered in algae, and all of a sudden this disgusting fish pops its head up.
Buddy.
Why did you do this to me?
Yes, yes. Like, kill me. I'm like, I'm trying to. This fish, I was finally like, dude, I'm moving this tank. I'm redoing it. I didn't know you were in here. I kind of did, but I've just,
Right.
this fucking fish, no fish on earth has ever fought harder not to get taken out of a fish tank than this disfigured little fucking fish in my fish tank.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like
a survivor.
all bent and like, "Arr!" And I was like, dude. And then I finally caught it, and I was like, you're so fucking gross now. It was so
Yeah.
ugly, but still, and I flushed it down the toilet.
And I bet it lived that, survived
probably
that too.
did. No.
It's
Yeah.
probably living in the sewer.
Had a little Phantom of the Opera mask on.
Yes.
It's the fucking
Phantom of the fish tank.
yeah. It's the creature from the Black Lagoon now.
Inside your mind.
Yeah, I felt bad about that for a long time. I still kind of do sometimes when I
you
think
should.
about it.
Yeah.
You neglected that fish,
I did.
and now it sings opera.
Yes. You should have killed me. Like, oh, I did. I thought. Yeah. Yes.
Phantom of the Des Moines Water Works now.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember I had a cute little bunny. We'd found
Oh,
like
boy.
2 or 3
Oh,
of them
boy.
outside. And I was playing with them, and my stepdad was like, you have to let them back outside. Like, we're not going to let you keep these bunnies inside.
Yeah.
They're meant to be outside.
Yeah.
They're not domesticated.
No.
You have to. And I was like, okay, but I want to see them off.
Ooh.
And so, you know, I
already know where this is
I
going.
let them out, and then one of them kind of sprung and sprang right in front of the husky dog we had, which is like a wolf.
Sure.
They're beautiful dogs and very
Yeah, yeah.
very friendly and loyal if you're humans, probably. I
Yeah.
mean, we loved him.
Yeah.
His name was Griffin.
Not so loyal to baby bunnies.
No, he didn't find the bunnies as cute as I did.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just went chomp, 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 like a hungry hippo
Yeah.
to this little bunny. And I was like, ah!
I was not prepared for this.
Yeah.
No. And then my
Yeah.
little half mask came on. The Phantom of the Opera is there
Yeah.
inside your bunny mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's never good. I remember my niece got a gerbil.
Uh-oh.
and It was.
There's no story that starts like that and ends anywhere near a positive.
And
No
then
gerbil story.
One day,
No.
she couldn't
Gerbils
find
are
her
born to
gerbil,
die.
And there, lo and behold, poor fucking gerbil was on the living room floor with no brain. Because the cat, we had a cat at the time that would only its meat of choice was brains.
The soup du jour
Yeah,
was.
yeah. And all it would eat was animal brains when it got a hold of animals, and
And a gerbil just looks like a little mouse to that.
it,
I mean,
that's
it's one
it
gene
is.
away.
Just pop its
Yeah.
head open like a can opener and
Yeah.
like boink.
Bing bong.
mhm.
Wow.
Yep. So
Does it just lick its brains out, I guess?
it was pretty impressive actually, because it would almost look like a can opener, like just
Yeah.
bit this thing's head off, and then would just eat the brains out.
The cat's like, no, you just got to crack him like a peanut.
Yeah, yeah.
Boop. Head pops open.
I do remember seeing one of our cats later in my life catching a mouse, and I'd never seen that in person. I've seen them catch animals, but never eat them. Like this cat fucking caught this little mouse and ate it exactly like the T-Rex eats the goat in Jurassic Park. He just went just right down. I was like, oh, all right, that's how that goes. Yeah,
Well, your cat, Apollo, brought that
fucking
full-size
giant
rabbit,
Yeah.
rabbit
Mm-hmm.
onto your porch.
Yeah,
And it
that was
I mean,
what a moment it was.
and the look in the rabbit's eyes was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you were
fucked
seeing, you were seeing like the look of impending death on like,
It is
animal's
true.
face.
I catch I feel bad for letting my cats outside, and every once in a while I'll catch them in the act of catching a wild animal, and I'll be like, "Come on, not at least don't do it in front of me.
Right.
I don't want to be witness to
Your
this."
cats like to do it in front of you, guys.
They do, and I'll let it, and then I'll catch I'll catch my cat and make them let the little animal go. And once the animal gets let go, it is fucking. They're always just gone.
Yeah, they run 50
And this
feet and then they
shows-
fall down and die.
Probably. But it does show that once the cats have them, they're like, "Welp, I fucking give up." And they're like, it's just kind of crazy. Do you remember watching that rabbit run down the street
Yeah,
and watching Paulo chase it?
that rabbit like has started a new career that day.
Yeah.
Like new lease on life because he's like, I just dodged death.
Dude, and I have never seen a cat.
He broke up with his toxic girlfriend. He opened an ice cream shop.
Yes.
No more.
Yes, he had a little
No more.
renaissance.
New life.
I've never seen a cat run that fast. I've never seen a house cat run that fast, that far in my entire life.
Yeah.
Watching Paulo try to catch this rabbit back again. And I was like, damn, it was kind of freaky to see. Because, like, you don't see house cats full bore run like 50 yards. You know what I mean?
Usually just rub their tummies. And stuff
Yeah,
like
and
that.
you don't see him. Yeah, I feel guilty for letting my cats out. I was hoping Paulo would fucking run away at some point, but he never did. He still lives with my ass.
Yeah, and that's more like he lives with you. Like you're more roommates than
Very much so.
he's not really subservient to you.
No, not at all. You would assume that he couldn't hear.
The kids will love him.
They will.
He'll love
will.
them.
Tolverine.
They will.
and
I mean,
Paulo are gonna get along.
Paulo
great.
is super nice. He ain't got no probs. He just doesn't want
Unless
to hang
you're a
around.
rabbit.
Yeah, yeah. And little Space Ghost is a cuddler sometimes. Paulo will cuddle 2 or 3 times a year.
Hey, that's
There
all you
go.
need.
There you go.
That's all a fella needs.
And he fully, like, once he's doing it, he's like, when they hug in Step Brothers,
Yeah.
like he doesn't know how to do it. And we're like, I'm like, Paulo, I'm petting you, it's fine. And he's like,
He's a very strange cat.
yeah, he's like, I like it, but I don't. Like, all right, take it easy, buddy.
Take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a full house.
It is indeed. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm nervous, but I think having a reason.
Gonna make
You
the
know-
baby's cradle out of the pinball machine.
That's right. Fill it up. Yeah. Fill it up with cotton balls.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Fish
where the
tank
baby
for the
will sleep.
baby. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm excited, man. Truly.
I think, yeah, and my biggest problem in life is doing things for myself. Like, I can't force, like, I have a hard time making myself do things.
Right.
But if I have a reason, a couple humans that rely on me for doing stuff, that'll
Not a
that'll
bad
make
reason.
a big difference.
It's
Yeah.
not a bad reason.
Yeah. So, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Sweet little Tolverine.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have done our court mandated time tonight,
Oh, my
folks.
God.
The birthday podcast. There were a few little things I figured would be worth talking about. Quentin Tarantino canceled his movie,
He did.
The Movie Critic.
That maybe Shane Gillis was almost.
I know. That made me even more sad because I would have been excited to see that. I did start watching Shogun last night. I got 2 episodes in. AJ Likey,
Hell yeah, dude.
very much. The combination of Chinese takeout, cold medicine, and like 16 straight hours of sleep that I got made Shogun pretty cool.
yeah.
I was having a good time.
It is great. I love. It turns out just listening to Japanese people talk I find very cathartic.
I love the rhythm of it.
Yeah, it's a real staccato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of that.
Yes.
And that
Shogun
dude,
is fantastic.
It really is. In that first episode, dude gets boiled alive just so another
I
guy
did
can
not
listen
see.
to it.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, me either.
They were making. I really for that first second I thought like, oh, they're making like a nice bath for him.
Yeah.
You know, it just looks like one of those stew kind of scenes from a cartoon. But they cooked his ass.
Yeah.
They were like, let me cook. You
And
know?
they also, I don't know if you guys are watching it on streaming, the second or third episode, they do like after the episode, they did like a 15-minute tutorial on the actual history. Well, the fitting history that fits the show, so accurate to the show and supposedly historically accurate. But they do like a 15-minute just history of what was going on in Japan at that time, which I found very cool. That made the show even cooler than it already was for me.
Yeah, I mean, I like that it seemed, at least from my eye, seemed like it's historically accurate.
I think they,
a lot of it.
and they're all in on
Yeah.
getting help from all the Japanese, like, all the people in the show.
Yeah,
like,
when I saw some
doing it
Japanese
accurately.
names in the credits, I was like, all right, we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it always helps.
Yes, this is made by Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
No.
It's like when you go to the Panda Express and there's a bunch of white guys working, you're like, this ain't going to be it.
And apparently there was a Shogun.
This ain't it, Chief.
It's in the 70s. There was a Shogun, the same thing, a miniseries for one of the networks that's considered one of the best miniseries of all time. And in that, when the Japanese people spoke, they had them speak without any subtitles. So you were just like, what? Really? Yeah. Yeah, you just had to figure it out what was going on through context.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, be challenging, but I fucking love it. The series finale is tomorrow for me.
All right, I'm going to watch. How many episodes are there?
10.
Okay.
You got 7. You got to squeeze in.
Yeah.
Shit.
7 hours. You got plenty of time.
AJ, you got
buddy.
7 free hours just laying around. I
That's
know you
true.
do.
Still your birthday, so you know.
That is correct. Actually, technically, I'm not born for another 23 minutes. 10:44 p.m. I was a late night baby.
Damn.
I know. Makes sense because I can say my whole life, my entire life, I have never liked being up early in the morning. I like the
Me either, baby.
I like the feeling of seeing the sunrise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my body does not like that circadian rhythm at all.
Nope,
Yeah.
me either. I'm a night owl, born and bred.
Something of a night owl myself.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of sucks because no matter, even when I'm like, I'm tired, I could go to bed. And instead I just sit there and fight to sleep until I can't no mo. And then I wake up in the morning and go, damn, I should have gone to bed. But I didn't.
Classic move.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one time we were going to go to bed,
Mm-hmm.
but instead we watched The Ring by Gore Verbinski again?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot Gore Verbinski directed that. Well, I didn't. Actually, I didn't realize he had ever directed it. I think we talked about this
we
not
did.
on the podcast, but that shocked me that Gore Verbinski of Pirates of the Caribbean fame
And Rango.
and Rango.
That's where Alex insulted me and Rango all
Yes.
at once.
Yeah. Alex and Toll are going to box about that at the end of this podcast.
In a Golden Corral box.
Did you ever watch it? I can't remember. You said Rango stinks?
No, I didn't watch it because it looks stupid, and Toll's like it's the best movie ever, and I just refuse to ever.
I love it.
Shit.
I do love it.
It was Johnny Depp was a animated gecko cowboy. That's all I need to know. No, I'm not gonna watch it.
I don't know why, but all right.
It's pretty good, Alex.
All right.
All right. Well, folks, in true birthday party fashion, it is puttered to an end. And that's how we like it, baby.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, that's like life. That's like a podcast. Fuck. Well, I guess plugs, right? That's something we always
Sure.
do.
Yeah, we haven't been consistent about that.
Yeah. Venmo at ToboCop, the
That's
most
the-
important plug.
Correct.
We got a baby coming, and
That's right.
baby needs formula, all right? So Venmo at ToboCop. Black Hat Ice Cream, as always. We put the hood on that. Black Hat Ice Cream, I mean, many places have said the best ice cream
Just
in the
one.
world.
Did you won Best Ice Cream City View?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's true.
Exhibit A.
I feel guilty for my pint a day ice cream habit, and it's always late night ice cream, so it's never Black Cat.
Yeah, maybe you could figure out like a membership plan or
I
toll
should
pays
just
50
go
a
there on the
month.
way home from work.
Yeah, there's like a toll outdoor
and get
freezer.
a pint. Yeah,
Like a little frozen mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a book nook.
like a special little box.
I don't hate that idea.
A little toll supply.
I need my ice cream supply cut off. I bought some cereal today to try to
Perfect.
wean myself.
That's
off
way
of it.
better than ice cream.
I mean, to a certain degree, it just.
Oh, usually you put your cereal in the ice cream anyway.
That's what I was doing for a minute there.
So I'll cut the ice cream out.
right.
That's true. I bought. Hey,
I'm not crazy.
I brought strawberry shredded wheat today.
Oh,
So I'm taking it down a notch or two.
Yeah, I mean that's a little healthier. That tastes
shredded
like a wheat
wheat.
thin.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Strawberry frosting on it. But
That's
still,
pretty
look out, Metamucil.
it's no ice cream.
Here comes some real fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cream's gonna come calling one of these nights. Told, I miss you. I've been thinking about
Yeah.
you.
Yesterday I was like, I'm not buying ice
You up?
cream.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I went back to the store and bought some.
Oh, you came back like
I bet
head
yeah,
down.
I
Sort
went,
of,
and then I was like,
I forgot something.
It's only $3.99.
Oh, I've done that before. Where you're
Yeah.
at the store, like getting a bunch of stuff, and then you see some really yummy thing. You're like, no, we're not. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that. I don't need it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
doing
over
it.
you.
And then you check out and you get in your car and you're like, what am I, a fucking idiot?
Yeah,
I just can't.
that's
quit
exactly what I
Everything's changed now that I'm out of the store.
Yep.
Who did I think I was in there? Some sort of health nut? No.
I genuinely got home and I was like, what were you thinking? Not buying ice cream, you stupid asshole.
You're a real jerk. You know
yeah.
that?
Then I went back and bought it.
Yeah.
I was like,
I've done that for some sweet tart.
and then when I
ropes.
finish a whole pint of ice cream, I'm always like, damn. I wish I had some more fucking ice cream. Yeah.
They got to get you like
Yeah.
a barrel of it.
Yeah. Because it's out. It's always. It's because of the. Yeah. It's the addiction thing. The booze and sugar and.
It's better than drinking.
It is. That's what I tell them until it isn't. I guess.
Better a fat dad.
Until
than
you're
a drunk
mainlining pints of
Yeah.
ice cream.
So I'm just putting syringes of ice cream right into my fat tits.
dad.
That's where you belong.
We're not going to find a better place to end than that, folks. Patreon.com/NoSleepDSM. NoSleepDSM on YouTube. Now TikTok.
Hell
Toll
yeah.
talked me back into bringing us back, so we're on TikTok now. All the social media, YouTube, all that shit. Teehee's Comedy Club. Big news coming. Hubba Hubba.
Ooh, hubba hubba ding ding.
Hubba Hubba Ding Ding. That's most of the shit, right?
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Been
much
I
it.
told my God.
Yeah.
I finished my last baby class online today. Man, having a baby, that shit is rough, bro. I'm glad I'm not doing it.
It's stimulating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.